Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots. My name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So, if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Hola a todos y bienvenidos a mi canal Oblong Polka Dots. Me llamo Kerr y en este canal hablamos de maquillaje, cuidado de piel y belleza. Entonces, si eso es algo que te gusta, has venido al lugar correcto. Hoy tenemos la paleta de Juvia's Place. Se llama The Fula by Juvia's Place. Y esta paleta tiene 9 colores. Y mira, qué bonita, ¿sí? Ok. Así quiero usar los colores de jewel tone. So I want to use the colors that are closer to like the jewel tones. So maybe something like this one and this one, or maybe this one. So we're going to see what happens. As always, siempre necesitamos empezar con un primer. Y es mi favorito de Essence, Prime Like a Boss Eyeshadow Base. You don't need a lot, no necesitas mucho. Un poco es perfecto. A little bit goes a long ways. So I'm going to pop that on the lid. Juvia's Place colors are so pigmented. Los colores de Juvia's Place tienen mucho pigments. Así no necesitamos mucho hacer un look. Que bonita. We don't need a lot to make a beautiful look. I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfecting No. 4 Nectar. It's the usual, you guys. I have the Huda Beauty one, but I'm still trying to figure out how to like use that correctly because it is very pigmented and I'm in a hurry and I don't want to play. So no tengo mucho tiempo hoy porque necesito ir a trabajo. No. ¿Cómo se dice work? Trabajar is to work. You guys, I really need to practice. It's apparent. Necesito practicar se habla en español porque no me recuerdo nada. No me recuerdo las palabras fáciles, like easy words, like work, for example. Okay, so we are going to press this in using a sponge. I keep going back and forth between using a brush and a sponge, but I feel like sometimes a sponge is just where it's at, you know what I mean? It just makes life so much more simple. By the way, that was the concealer from Pat McGrath Labs. I think I have mine in the shade 21. Like I said, I'm in a hurry, so we're going to do all this real quick, okay? We're not doing a lot to the skin, but we're going to do some things because I'm looking a little bit red, a little bit off here. You can see like tengo un zit aquí y aquí. Y tengo un poquito rojo en piel. No sé por qué, but I do. So we're going to try and blend that out a little bit. This is one of my favorite foundations. I have like 3 bottles of this. It's from ColourPop and it is pretty fresh. And I'm just going to use a little. Necesito un poquito porque and this foundation tiene mucho, I don't know, it's got a lot of pigment or something in it because every time I use it, I really have to be careful to use only a little. Necesito, pero cuidado, porque este foundation base, ¿cómo se dice la palabra es base? Tiene mucho pigment y I can go overboard, like I can use too much. A veces, yeah, a veces uso demasiado y no quiero hoy because as I mentioned, I'm going to work. So let's put that in here. See how that's like, we just want it to look even. We're just going for a nice even tone. That's it. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? So let's see. We're gonna grab a brush. Why don't we just start off with a flat brush? I'm gonna use this one. And I think I'm only gonna use like 2 colors because I'm really not sure about this palette. So let's go with something safe. We'll use this one right here. And we're gonna try that. And then we'll see what it looks like. Ooh. Okay. What do you think? This is one of those deals where I think you could probably use this. Creo que sí. Puedes usar el color a solo. You can probably use this color by itself and just have like a one and done because it is impactful, that really pretty orange. You throw on a liner with it and a little mascara and that's it. You don't need more than that. This would be a good color. Este color es bueno para si quieres usar lashes, like if you want to wear false lashes. This is one of those shadows because if you want the focus to be lashes, then the shadow is not going to detract from that. It's when we put on like a more elaborate eye, we have to be careful when we put on lashes. Necesitamos pero cuidado cuando usar lashes because we want to be able to still have the look show up and not necessarily have the lashes dominate. So, yeah. But it's really, this is pretty. And all I'm doing, by the way, I'm just patting it in. That's it. We don't need to go any further than that. That's great. That's perfect. This reminds me of the brick from Laura Mercier, the caviar stick, the one I normally use. Let's put a little bit more on this eye, and then we'll move on to the next color. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to grab a fluffy brush. Well, here we go. We're going to use a fluffy brush, and let's take this color right here and work that into the crease. Since my crease is much deeper, sometimes it's nice to lighten it up by pulling another color into it that's a little bit lighter, and then you just work your way up, right? So I'm going to do it like this just to blend the edge so it's not too heavy. It's a way of kind of softening the look a little bit. We'll do the same thing on this side. And it's subtle. It doesn't have to be like in your face. It can be very subtle. It's a nice transition. Alternatively, if you want to have a deeper socket, you can use a deeper color, right? So when it's deeper, it's going to recess. When it's brighter, it's going to move forward. So that's the whole concept of highlight and contour in a nutshell. This is pretty. When you add these two colors together, it gives you like this really pretty, almost soft mauve. Yeah, a much softer look. So let's move on to what we're going to pop on the lid. I think I'm just going to stick with this palette right here with these 3 colors. I'm going to go with this one in the middle. Again, I'm not really trying to do the most. I just want to do something a little bit razzle-dazzle. And you know, sabes, los colores de Juvia's place, they are so pigmented. I mean, tiene mucho pigment. You have to be like committed because once you pop these on, that's it. That's a wrap. There's nothing subtle about these shades. So if you want something that is a little more subtle, a little easier to work with, but still offers a nice punch, I would say I recommend Lorac. Lorac has some really stunning palettes and you can build them up as you go along without having to feel like you are completely committed to a very bright shadow. I hope that I explained that clearly. Okay, so there we go. And then I kind of want to deepen up the lid a little bit. So I'm actually going to grab another, let's grab another fluffy brush. And since we're feeling a little colorful, let's try this color right here. This one. We'll see. Ooh. All right, wish me luck. Ooh, should I do that? I don't know if I should do that. I kind of like the vibe we have going. Hold on. Let's not do that today. Let's do this instead. Oh yeah, that's right. I washed my brushes yesterday. There we go. Let's do this instead. Let's just stick with more of this one and see if I can deepen the corner a little bit more with this brush. Because I don't necessarily want to change the tone to something so dramatic, but yeah, let's just do this. Let's do this. There we go. I think I almost made a mistake, you guys. Glad I stopped myself. Don't get me wrong, I want to use that color, but not for this look. Not today. I have a little fallout, which is fine. And then we're gonna pop a little more over here, just a little. And then let's kind of blend this out along the edge, like that. And just pull it out. And then when I'm blending, instead of going up and down, I'm going up and out. So up, out. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want it to look more like an almond shape. So I'm not going up like this, I'm going up and out. See how I'm just pulling the color up and out. Okay. We're going to do the same for the side. And really, I want a little bit more in there, just a little. I know. I always say that, don't I? Just a little bit more. Why not? Okay, that's good. And let's see. What do we want to do for a liner? I know, as always, I'm going to grab from my Urban Decay because those are my favorite liners. But I think today, quiero usar los dos colores. Así, let's see. How about Rockstar and Love Drug? I'm going to go with those two. So we're going to use Rockstar right here. Just along the lash line. And then we're going to use Love Drug along the lower lash line, or a little bit more. Trying to make my lashes look a little bit thicker. Ooh, do I need to sharpen this? Yes. Is that good? That's good. All right, and then let's go in with Love Drug. Taking that right into that corner, that outer corner right there. Same on this side. And then we're just going to pull it down a little bit. Right to here. About in the middle, because I don't necessarily want to close the eye off. And then for the rest, I might just leave it blank. Actually, I can go all the way over. It's fine. This isn't too deep. We'll just go all the way over. That's good. All right, and then now I just want to go in and finish up a little bit. So I'm going to grab, let's put this away. See how that looks like kind of a sunset look? I've been into that vibe lately, you guys. I don't know what the deal is, but maybe I'm just so excited for summer. I think I'm just ready. And we just got into spring. I know. I'm always living in the future. Such an Aquarius, right? I'm going to grab this for my brows. Just do this real quick before I forget. Some days I put powder on my face to set my look. And this foundation that I used is transferable. The one from ColourPop, this does transfer. So we are going to set the face with a little bit of powder. Mi favorito es de Rimmel, and it's the Stay Matte. And we're just going to grab a fluffy brush. Don't need a lot. And I'm trying to be careful not to get too much under my eyes because that creates the creasing. Just need a little bit. Just a little. That's good. That's plenty. For my blush, I have just been like stuck on stupid, but I've been using this Gucci blush. I really like it a lot. And we're just going to pop this on. This is in the shade Warm Berry, 06 Warm Berry. There's something really just glowy about this blush that I like. It's very almost ethereal, that kind of look. And I love a good blush. I will pop a lot of blush on, unapologetically. I think it brings a warmth to my face, a glow, if you will. That just looks nice. It looks happy and healthy and youthful. I never know if it picks up on camera. But trust me, I just put a lot of blush on. And then let's set the face before we throw on some mascara. And after the mascara and a lip, we'll be done. So we're going to set it with the Kryolan. If you've been to my channel before, this right here, yes, you know I use it a lot. It's probably one of the best setting sprays I've ever used, ever. We're going to grab the Rhode and pop this on as the mascara. This is the XXL. Let's move this up so I can see. This formula is really nice. It feels good. It starts off pretty wet, so when you are doing this, just make sure you're looking down. Just grab a little mirror or something. Grab one of your palettes if it has a mirror, and just look down so you don't get the little spots of mascara on all of the work that you just created. I don't really need a lot of coats of this. Typically when you have a more wet mascara, you tend to go in with a lot more coats, but this one, I feel like it's pretty good at a couple coats. And it's not thick per se, but it definitely gives you some volume, which I like. And it does give you some length too. It doesn't have a lot of fallout or anything like that. I'm always looking for mascaras where it's not going to be an issue later in the day, like if I look in the mirror and I have the raccoon eyes. Not into that. But I will say this wand, the spoolie, is really big, so you have to be careful when you're doing your lower lash line. Like, see, I got a little dot right there. Otherwise, it's a fantastic formula. I would definitely buy this again, for sure. Very easy to wear. It's comfortable. I don't have any kind of irritation. Just a really good mascara. If you're in the market for a mascara, I recommend this one. Let's grab a lip. I am obsessed with these Charlotte Tilbury lips, so I'm going to grab one of those. How about this one? I don't even know what it looks like. Oh, it's perfect. There we go. It's a pretty brown. And that's it. These wear so well. They're comfortable. All right. Oh, I forgot to tell you the color. Sorry. This is Super Fabulous from Charlotte Tilbury. But that's it, you guys. That's the look. I know. It's very basic, but also it's bright. It's cheery. Look a little bit closer so you can see it. There you go. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.